Hello and welcome back to another one of my SCCA solo journal entries. This is Robert and my second year doing solos, and I already missed round 1. But that's okay. I heard it was a little busy and a little frustrating with the noobs that took the class the day before. Plus I was earning a paycheck that weekend, so it wasn't that big of a deal. Unfortunately, I developed an oil leak towards the end of solo round 2, so I didn't get to go to round 3 either. Took the car in, got it fixed, good to go for next weekend, where I will actually be trying out my first ever PDX event over at the Reno Friendly Raceway. Very much looking forward to that. Alright, changing subject, I would like to recap from last year before I show my best lap of round 2. Last year I ended on a pretty high note. I was faster than a lot of Subarus. I was an average of 1.4 seconds slower than the modified RX-8 I frequently compared myself to. I learned a lot from tire care to car control. Some of the issues I've noticed related to my focus. I was able to start strong quite often, but if I made a mistake, the rest of the lap was kind of done for. So I would like to work on that this year. Another issue I wanted to work on was an advanced form of car control, pushing my car around corners. I learned how to rotate the car a bit, and by understanding this concept, I want to be able to rotate into the apex rather than just aiming for it. When I successfully do this, I've noticed a smoother, quicker corner speed, so this is another area I just like to focus on. I also have a hard time looking ahead after a while. On a wide open solo course, I notice this doesn't really become an issue, so I think on the more tighter, slower setups, I end up blurring corners together and start looking in front of the car rather than ahead of the car. So I need to focus on this as well. The last sort of issue isn't really an issue. Rather, I'd like to learn left foot braking around some of the corners where I need to make a shift that's kind of ill-suited for my gear ratios. My first gear doesn't have much pull, so I try and stay at 5,000 RPM and up, especially in second gear, but that can be tough to do in such a tight course. So if I can learn how to keep the RPMs up while slowing down, I may be able to get the car to move quicker in the corners and especially accelerate out of them faster. One of the minis last year did this, and he frequently achieved the fastest times at the track. And I know I've said this almost each episode last year, but I'd like to start modifying my car for weight reduction and handling this year. During round 2, I found my suspension was very squishy and clearly getting old, so I'll be looking at getting a new shock and spring setup soon. Other than that, I will take it as it comes. Moving on to round 2 of 2014 solos, I wanted to use my first event of the season to shake off the dust from me and my car. I also moved into the CR class this year, allowing me to compete against other street stocks, which is weird because everyone else in street stock isn't stock at all. Don't know why that is, but puts me in a pretty unfair advantage. I didn't focus much on tire pressure or even getting a fast time. I just wanted to focus on reestablishing myself in the mindset. This went pretty well considering the oil leak and the car needing an alignment. I was 2 seconds slower than the other RX-8 on a fairly long course. Most people were getting 56-second lap times, so this track was very nice for everyone wanting to get more seat time. My best lap time was 52.243. Looking back, there was definitely room for improvement, but the overall performance of the lap was satisfying. I again beat many Subaru times, so I feel this lap time reflected well what I learned last year and was a good start. It was a nice cool day, around 60 to 72 degrees, depending on the cloud situation, the breeze coming in. The course was clean, and the event went smooth. So let's take a look, and I'll see you next time.